Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics, and today we just went to the GCCA swap meet. We got some cool stuff. There's just one problem. I didn't get anything new. So I'm going to have to introduce my partner in crime on this one because she's going to have to tell us what we got, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, so usually I do these things on my own, but I brought my wife in. She's been doing some of the hardscaping that you've seen in some of the tanks. Well, she was the one today that went to the meeting and found all the cool stuff that we're about to do. So she's like, well, can I show it off? I'm like, absolutely, sure, no problem. So this is my wife, Joanna. Wave, say hi.
Hey everybody.
So what we're going to do, we're going to show you what we got. We got a lot of stuff. We got a major haul.
We did.
All right, so let's see what she did, because I honestly kind of walked around the swap and I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. She had all the money. I bought nothing, and so let's see what happened here.
Okay.
So thing number, oh wow.
Yeah, some of this I don't even know will work, but some of it was really cool.
Really cool.
Cute. And cute and tiny.
First thing we got is some, what is this? I think it's a Nubius Nano Petite.
Yes
So
it is. I got 2 of them.
This will be great for a smaller tank, thus the Nano Petite. Next thing.
That just looked really cute.
So this is
You can't see without your
Monte Carlo. I don't need glasses. This is Monte Carlo. Again, it's pretty cool. The only thing, my dear, is we're probably going to need a little bit of extra light for this one, so we'll have to see how that works out. This may wind up in one of my tanks, maybe?
No, I think we'll make mine work.
Okay.
Yep.
Next thing. All right, so what do we have next?
All right, we've got 2 plants. They kind of go together.
They have to go together. So here we have Crypt undulata, and pretty cool. I've never had this plant before, so good job on that one. And then this is a Nubius hostifolia. That's actually a pretty cool plant. Another one I don't think I've had before.
Okay, but I have a question. So this is a Nubius, and then the little Nano Petite, that's a Nubius, so it's like kind of the same plant, but different sizes.
It's the same, only different.
Okay.
Yes, different size.
Okay.
One's big, one's a little smaller. And
Okay,
oh
wait.
boy, I see.
Right.
I see some wood. I see driftwood.
Okay, I got 2 of these because you were walking by and you said that's a good one. It has good roots. So I grabbed
so we got some
2.
Sagittarius. So now we've got some of this stuff.
Look kind of like grass,
And
you know?
apparently, again, we are really into plants this time. Funny, we went to the Greater Chicago Cichlid Association swap. What do they mostly sell there? Cichlids. What would I mostly buy there? Just because, it's, as you know, from looking at my tanks, natural default, cichlids. I'd be looking for shell dwellers. I'd be looking for like Tanganyikan cichlids, maybe some new type of Geophagus. And I walked around and saw a lot of cool things, but like I said,
Look at that. That's for
huge.
my betta tank. No, well
Huge piece of driftwood.
it is for my tanks. It's big, but see, I think it'll look kind of like a tree.
Okay, so we're going to have a piece of wood that looks a lot like a tree. All right, what else we got?
Okay.
There's a big bag here, guys. This is... oh, what's this?
What is that? Oh, you got that. I didn't get that.
Oh, these.
You got stuff. See,
I did get something, but actually this... So we went to a swap, right? And I've been pushing the local fish clubs for a while. So what this was actually a swap. I gave a gentleman in our club some Maltese, and they were making babies, so I had some extras. And he had some extra Julidochromis transcriptus, which I talked about in a previous video. And now we have some of these that we're hopefully going to breed up. And again, I know you can't see them, even if I probably hold them close. Luke's doing the camera work. Luke, can we get these in focus at all? A little bit. But they're going to look a lot nicer once we get them into the tank. So we'll go ahead and show you those in a moment. So just hang with us for a little bit. Gosh, you know what? I don't think I've ever tried to put this much stuff on top of this multi-tank cover. So if it collapses, you guys will get to see a catastrophe. More fish. So, these are exciting. So these are the pygmy cories. And there's actually 9 of them in here. So I'm looking for, we actually have a couple. And these are going to be really cool. They like to school together, so I'll show you that once we get them in the tank. And I'm hoping maybe at some point we'll be able to breed them. We'll see. Tiny bag, tiny bag.
Oh, so
what's
cute.
in here? Oh, so again, this is something that we've had before, and actually we have it right now. These are least killifish, Heterandria formosa. We have 3 of them in a 20-gallon right now, and quite frankly, they're hard to find sometimes because they are tiny.
Literally.
Luke, can you how are we doing? Can you actually see anything in here or not really? Okay, so we'll show you these when we get them into the tank. So I guess today so far, the theme has been mostly tiny fish that are non-cichlids and a lot of plants. And so what else do we have?
No, it's not.
But
Okay,
wait,
so
there's more.
Okay. Speaking of which, I think you're gonna be really excited about this because I was.
Oh boy.
I got that. Because
I am extremely excited about this. I've never seen this. What is this?
It's for my pleco.
It's the chollywood, although I think it's pronounced a
wait.
different way. And
Is this for plecos or no? This was from the guy that was with the shrimps because I do
Shrimps
have a
are
shrimp,
great. Yeah,
and
they
he
can
said
go
the
inside.
shrimp like to go in there.
Yeah.
And it was the right color scheme that I'm gonna go
and
for.
plecos also, and we only have about 40 of these in our fish room, but it's always good to have an extra one. You did very good. And this will be in the upstairs tank, and you'll get to see those tanks as you rescape them. So chollywood, can't go wrong here.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Now,
we
you're
still
gonna-
have more.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so-
I saw some of the fish, obviously, but I have not seen the plants, and I didn't
so-
see the driftwood.
You picked out one piece of
Except for
driftwood.
this. Oh, yeah.
That was it, right?
Yeah, this is the piece I picked out. I think it's pretty cool. As you know, a lot of our tanks are a little bit sparse, and so we're looking for, driftwood, interesting pieces, and of course I cannot wait for our hardscaping, landscaping places to open up to get some more really cool rock. So that's this piece. We are definitely running out of space here on this cover. Please cover.
Heavy.
Please cover.
Okay.
Stay strong.
Okay.
Stay strong, little cover.
I actually bought you a couple things for your tanks
All right, things
because
are
some of
looking
your
up in the
tanks are
world.
looking a little.
They're lacking.
Yeah.
Okay, so another piece of driftwood. This would be nice for a 20-gallon high or a 20-gallon long. I like this a lot. It's got some holes.
Look very you.
Yeah, it looks me. I don't know what that means.
It's like the shape that you
Wood
always
with
have.
holes in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's not my brain or anything, is it?
Okay, wait. This. Wait. I don't remember which way I meant
It
this
can
to
just go any which way. That's the great thing about wood. So another piece of wood. So we've got a lot of wood. You can see here we're building up quite the collection of stuff. And again, that's the nice thing, guys. When you go to the local swaps, it's not, even for a cichlid association, it's not just cichlids. There's hardscaping materials. There's non-cichlid fish. There's
That's
really
nice.
cool pieces of wood.
That's nice.
This
I don't
is nice.
remember if I picked that one for mine.
It kind of looks like a Star Wars ship, so it's yeah.
I don't know if that really shouted out any kind of shape to me.
I see Star Wars and everything. Either
yeah,
that or
you
Lord of the
kinda do.
Rings.
This.
Okay, another piece of wood. Again, for a smaller tank, 10-gallon, maybe a 20 long. That's pretty cool.
Okay, this one's mine.
Oh,
Okay,
all
this
right,
one's
it's-
mine.
I
It's for
understand.
sprinkles.
So this one, another piece of wood.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I have it upside down.
Like that.
It goes like this, apparently, because
Yeah,
that's
tree.
the only way that this piece would go.
And then yeah.
Is this way.
And then this last one, he gave it to me for free.
Free piece. I cannot
Isn't that
imagine
cute?
why. A free
It's
piece
so
of wood. You buy
cute.
all of this stuff, and you get a free piece of tiny wood.
Because he said it probably fell off of or broke off of another piece.
Possibly.
So I said, but I like it.
Okay, so here we go. So is this everything?
I think so. I mean, I think
All
I did
right.
pretty good. Don't you think?
So-
We got a variety?
Yeah. So let's see here. We got some fish. We got some driftwood.
Yeah, empty bags.
We got a lot of plants. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to get the fish in the tanks that they belong in. So you did a really good job on your major haul at the GCCA.
Thank you. I've never been on YouTube before, so can I do a shout out? Like one?
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Dee Dee. That's my sister.
Okay, so she did a shout out. All right, so this is the tank that we decided to add both the Heterandria formosa, that is the least killifish from Florida, and we also have the 9 pygmy cory cats. Well, in addition to that, we also have 3 L10A lizard tail plecos, and we had a couple of killifish in here already, Heterandria formosa. Now, fun fact, these fish are going to be a little bit hard to capture on camera because they are generally tiny. And so over here in the corner, you'll actually see some of the least killies, Heterandria formosa. They're by the sponge filter. I'll do my best to try to get them on camera here. Let's see, where are they? You can see one right there. Super exciting. No, they're very small, and I'll tell you, if you've got a nano tank and are looking for some extremely small fish, these are some of the smallest fish I've ever had. The couple that I do have, they are, I've probably had them for about 6 months, and they're about this size, so they do not get large at all. And so even in a tank like this, a 20-gallon, it's kind of a waste to have this large of a tank for such a tiny fish because they're so hard to see, right? So those are the least killifish. They, color-wise, they don't, it's not like a lot of killifish where they get really awesome color. They generally stay kind of silvery with a little black stripe, but if you're looking for tiny fish, those are a great option. All right, let's play the game. Can you see the pygmy cory cat? If you are looking right in the center, there is one right there. Now, cool thing about these, again, they stay really small. So if you're looking for maybe a fish for a smaller size tank, this might be an option. The one thing you're going to want to know about these fish is they do a lot better in bigger groups. These catfish are different than a lot of the cory cats that you would see in that they like to school and they tend to be more mid-water. So even though this one is resting on a leaf right now, once they get comfortable in their surroundings, they're going to want to school up together. So we've got 9 of them, and they're going to start swimming mid-water most of the time. And it's really an interesting thing to see with a catfish. And so there's one. There are 8 more in this tank. Again, it's a heavily planted tank. The plants that you're looking at are wisteria, and we also have some Christmas moss down here at the bottom. Oop, you can see one of our big lizard tail, a couple of our larger lizard tail plecos, L10As, in there as well. And we've got some Christmas moss here as well. And the cave is really for the lizard tail plecos. And so that's kind of the setup here. And it's interesting. You know, it's smaller fish. And we're hoping to maybe at some point get these pygmy cats to breed for us along with the least killies. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have some extremely tiny babies when that happens. But that's kind of what's going on in this tank. Now over here, if you recall, this was the tank that we set up for the Julidochromis transcriptus, and now we have them. And you can see here, they've only been in the tank now for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. But they're starting to color up, as we can see already, as soon as we get into focus here. There we go. So we got a bunch of them. My buddy Rich gave these to us. He's really got these guys breeding well in his setups. Really awesome line, and that's why one of the reasons why we're interested. I mean, he really got a nice line of these fish with some awesome color, and hopefully as these guys get older, we're going to get some breeding activity from them. This tank is not yet set up for breeding. It's a little sparse. We're going to need some larger shells and some more caves to get these guys comfortable. The small shells, for the size they are now, they're going to enjoy that, but when they get to breeding size, this isn't going to work. You can actually see the larger one that we have, maybe, if I do a good job, right there. He's dark, but he's right in the middle of those rocks, and he's got fantastic color. He's quite a bit larger than the rest, but I don't think we're going to have too many issues just because there are so many of the smaller fish. And sometimes with cichlids, if the fish are in the juvenile stage, sometimes the larger males or even females, they don't really bother smaller fish. They don't necessarily see them as a threat. And it's one of the tricks that I've used when introducing new cichlids to an established setup is, and I found this works, at least it's worked for me, with peacocks and haps. If I get smaller fish, there he is. When I get smaller fish, they tend just to ignore them, and they don't really mess with them until they get about the same size. So kind of cool, but yeah, you can see awesome colors. Again, this is Julidochromis transcriptus, so this is the exact same line as what we just got from my buddy Rich. And Rich, if you're watching, thank you so much, appreciate it. These guys are hopefully going to do great for us, and we're going to get this tank set up more thoroughly as we go through and get these guys growing. All right, everyone, so that's what we've got. You see the fish in the tanks, they look fantastic. We got some plants in, we got a little bit of the driftwood in. There's going to be more, so what more are we going to be doing?
We're going to see the before and after of my tanks. Before looks now. I tried a few things, didn't work. So all this is going to look really cool.
So we're going to get much cooler looking tanks on the upstairs tanks, the 5.5 and the 3.7 gallon.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll show you those updates. We're going to have some more videos coming out with some species profiles pretty soon. I've got a couple that I want to show you. We've got a lot of fish babies in the fish room lately, and so I'm going to take you around for that in the near future as well. So if you like this video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.